Yo guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another Devil Inside behind the scenes. And in today's video we're going to be switching it up a little bit, especially for this episode, because we're going to be reacting to the Devil Inside hate comments. I've got the laptop right here and we're about to go ahead and react to some Devil Inside hate comments. And there was a fair few over the years. A fair few people misconstrued this whole series to be a reality, even though I'm pretty sure it was pretty clear half the time that it was a series. Yeah. But we're going to go over some comments from the early days all the way up to a couple more recent videos. To be fair, a lot of the most recent videos did not get much issues at all. Like, it was mainly some of the older videos from back in the day when my channel was a lot smaller, and back when I was doing this stuff, when I was doing YouTube and stuff, and it was like at the beginning of the series, so like 2018, when I was back in, I literally was in high school for the first half of that year. So it was around that time, and there's some pretty interesting comments which I'd like to go over in today's video. So let's bring up the first one, which is right here. It says, "I'm pretty scared, mate." And that is on The Devil's Eggs, an episode that I released 6 years ago. And yeah, I don't know what's to be fair, I don't know what is that scary about some chocolate eggs, mate. Next question, or comment, should I say. This next one says, "I can't hear you." I'm pretty sure this is just referring to the audio levels in a couple of them earlier videos. Yeah, I did make these 6 years ago, and I mean, I was editing like professionally on a bit more of like a laptop, I suppose, from like 2017 onwards for my channel, I think. Most of my shit was done on like a tablet back in the day. So, I mean, I was editing a lot more like, I got a brand new software and editing just on that software. And yeah, essentially, I mean, if the audio levels, let's just see how this panned out. So I then responded by just saying, "I can," because yeah, it's pretty audible. I mean, if you've got some like hearing issues or some shit like that, you probably need to go get your ears cleaned out. And if you're deaf and can't hear anything, use the subtitles, they're free. Unless you can't read subtitles, and then you're fucked. That's a bit retarded, to be fair. Somebody commented, "Yes, Dan Laird, proper sick vid innit. Well, I didn't know the roadmen found me 6 years ago, and this was years before I even did my roadmen videos, so I'm surprised the local mandem and the roadmen found the channel back then." But yeah, didn't know that Lurd was an actual word though. Again, another comment that seems to have been written on -75 IQ. Okay, so the next one says, "You seriously need to work on your editing." This is again from a video that was about 6 years ago. So let me just give a little bit of background context on this one. So I was probably a couple of months into just using my brand new editing software, and of course, when you're brand new to an editing software, and again, you've got to realise as well, I was in high school at the time, so I didn't really have that much editing, experience, to the same degree that I do now, obviously. So the person who actually dropped this comment was actually in school with me. Yeah. And this comment actually does seem to just scream jealousy. As much as I don't want to pull the jealousy card, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it does seem like he was a bit jealous at the time. But let's put this to the test. Let's say, right, okay, if I do seriously need to work on my editing, let's have a look and see what shit you've been cooking up. So looking here, the last upload was about a few years ago, and well, if we compare the editing from a few years ago on your channel to my channel, you got smoked, and you got smoked in views as well. So this comment is again a bit retarded. Also, heads up, if you want to critique somebody else's editing, you probably should be a good editor yourself. Another comment that was basically put underneath this one was cough the gunshots. Now the funny thing about this comment is I actually went to school with this person, and their gunshots in their projects sounded more like fireworks back in the day. So again, don't critique something that you failed to do yourself. Okay, let's see what other autistic set 27 comments we have today. Why doesn't your mouth move when you speak? It clearly does. I don't know. Maybe this one's blind. We had a deaf one earlier on who couldn't hear anything. Now we've got people who can't see things. I mean, if you can't tell when somebody's mouth's moving and you are blind, I don't really know why you're watching YouTube videos. It doesn't really make sense, because part of watching YouTube videos is, well, you kind of have to watch them and observe with the eyes. The next comment was on a big video that I did. It just says, that was the gayest prank I've ever seen, 11 out of 10. First of all, you're sending kind of mixed messages with this one. You said it was a gay prank and then you gave it an 11 out of 10. I mean, thanks for the compliment, I guess, the 11 out of 10. I mean, it was a pretty solid prank at the time and banged 13,000 views on YouTube. So, not looking too bad for me, I suppose. And the revenue was, it definitely helped at the time. But I would just like to correct you on one little thing. Again, just scroll up a little bit and look at the title. It's the heart attack prank on my girlfriend. And I am a man. So, in fact, this is technically the straightest prank that has ever been pulled on YouTube, because I pulled it on my girlfriend. Okay, so the next comment, I'm going to give a little bit of insight, a little bit of added, context around this one. This was on a prank where I shredded a bunch of video games. Basically, I smashed a bunch of old video games that didn't work anymore for a Psycho video. Obviously, the video is fake. That's why I'm doing a behind the scenes video on this entire series. Anyway, somebody basically said this is stupidity, not psychopathy. I don't know if that's even a word. I'm gonna assume that it might be, but I don't really care, to be honest. So I responded 3 years ago saying, clearly you're the stupid one here. They then followed around with that evidence, my man. You burnt money for a shitty YouTube video. I'd say I'm better off. Lol. First of all, the ruined video games were free, so I didn't burn any money to make that video. In fact, I actually just made money on that video. I actually made profit on that video. And looking at this comment, you still believe that that video is real. So clearly you are the stupid one, because you didn't catch on that this entire series was staged. And third off, let's see how much better off you actually are than me. So my channel is doing pretty well at the moment, but let's check out your channel. Yeah, you are really doing so much better off with your 26 subscribers. To be fair, I'm not even that surprised. Anyway, we have now seen a load of the comments from the people who genuinely lack brain cells. So yeah, let's go ahead and have a look on a bit more of a positive note at some of the nice comments that I've had over the years, and I'm just going to pick out a couple of them to show you guys, because there was a lot of them and a lot of support on this series. I genuinely appreciate all the support that's gone down on the series over this year, and jokes aside, I don't really care about hate comments and stuff. I just thought that this would make a pretty good title for this video, I suppose. Big up to anybody who has dropped a nice comment on the channel and this series in general. I really appreciate you all. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't be in this position right now without you guys. So yeah, appreciate it. We've also had some support from bigger YouTubers as well. For example, this guy basically commented on one of the videos, and just a little fun fact, I actually had watched some of his videos before in the past. Back when I was in high school, you kind of got hated on and mocked for being a YouTuber. So when people like this were supporting the content and stuff, it does really it has helped me to keep on going with the content, and this is why I just carry on doing content like this for all of you guys. He did one of the OG driving with Evan compilations from the Logan Paul vlogs back in the day, and I remember watching that video. But yeah, that's basically it for today's video. That was kind of, it's a bit of a different video, a bit of a different behind the scenes video. I haven't really done a ton of like these sit down behind the scenes video. A lot of it has been just, you know, content from previous videos. So I think I might just do like a couple of different videos, maybe talking about like more behind the scenes things about this series, you know, how it was to create this series, and you know, my opinions on the series in general in modern day. Like I think I should definitely make a couple more of these videos before we end off this entire behind the scenes like episodes thing. But yeah, basically that was the end of this video. So if you enjoyed it, please smash a like on this video. Also, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers as quickly as possible on this YouTube channel, and I'd massively appreciate it if any one of you amazing people watching this video could subscribe to this YouTube channel. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.